What is going on, everyone? This is Abyss271 and this is my blind reaction to the top 10 anime everyone loves but Robyn doesn't from Anime America. I will be starting the video in 3, 2, 1, now.
Before we start this video, we'd like to give a special shout out to Aki Bento, a one-of-a-kind
So be a
anime
fun
merchandise
list.
subscription box featuring amazing products,
I really hope
exclusive
High School the
items,
Dead
and a t-shirt
makes
in every
this
box.
list.
Their theme for May will be Restart, which
I
will
really
feature awesome products from
dislike
Sword
that
Art Online.
anime.
No game, no life. ReZero. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Ruby. And even Anime America? Holy crap, I'm gonna be in a box. Yes, you are hearing me right. I'm going to be the next featured YouTuber for the May box, which will feature an exclusive item made by Aki Bento themselves. So if you want this box before it's too late, be sure to click on the link down below and use the code word anime to get a nice discount on your first box.
I ought to watch some unboxings of next month's Aki Bento to see what that item is.
So, it's my birthday list. Lucky me is 1 year away from the big 3-0. I decided
Happy birthday,
to do something
Robyn!
new that I'm sure I'll get punished for later. So before we get started, I need to prepare myself. Okay, I'm ready.
I'm pretty confident Vampire Knight's gonna make this list somewhere. Clannad, maybe, but wouldn't be surprised if she wants to spice it up.
For a while now, people have wondered about my taste in anime. Well, who wouldn't? Like anyone else, there are some anime titles I love, and some I'm not really interested in or just flat out don't like at all. Well, since it's my birthday video and I
That's if she should do like a top 10 animes Robyn loves, but everyone else doesn't.
Likes, but I don't. And to be fair, I'm not going to roast these titles or consider all of them to be bad. There are some good titles that I would recommend on this list, but I just don't really care for these titles at all. Nothing extremely personal.
Oh, please let that Cell Saga be on this list. Please let that Cell Saga be on this list.
Also, if you're thinking that I'm going to feature Sword Art Online and Clannad on my list, you're right. But I'd rather save them for the honorable mentions list since I brag about them enough.
Good idea. Good idea.
You're welcome. Here we go. Top 10 anime everyone likes, but I don't.
Alright.
Number 10. I'm placing this one low on the list because I actually don't hate the show as much as I used to. But I wouldn't really say that I like the show personally now. Ano Hana. Years ago, you could say I made an unfair review of
I know about this anime, but I've never seen it.
Series and its main character.
I want to eat ramen with you. You're dead. Look what I can do, see? You're dead. We should go play with the others. How the hell can I move on if your dead spirit won't leave me alone?
Well, as I was getting all the footage I needed for the list, I decided to skim through the episodes again, and I began to think I was a little too harsh on the show. The story is basically about a young man named Genta being annoyed by a young girl named Menma, only for us to learn that he's the only one who can see her because she's dead. Genta sees dead people. Menma would love to see her friends being happy like they used to be, but the old gang has gone their separate ways, trying to move on from their tragic past.
Okay, quick question.
Really
if she's dead, how can the other female
even though
feel her
died when she was just
no one else can see her but him. So how can she, react or adjust her body accordingly to the hug?
But I get to see these characters succumb to peer pressure and bullying. Yay! Looking back on the show, I can see where they were going with this. Each character feels responsible for Menma's death and all want her to rest in peace so they can end their own suffering. But
I think I've heard of this. I think I've heard of this about this anime when looking at enemies that are similar to UI Naples. I could be dead wrong, but there was like an anime that's a lot similar to UI Naples where it's like a group of people comes together, one of the friends of the group dies, everyone in a way feels responsible and they all go their separate ways. One of the main characters wants to try to get that group back together.
I'll still give the show a pass. I'm not one for these
I'm not sure if
kind of
this
sad
is
stories
that is like
anyways,
this
but I would recommend
if
it
that
to
was the
others if
exact
they ask
anime,
for my
but I
opinion on it.
know that there was an anime similar to UI in April, according to when doing research for finding anime
Number
similar to
9.
that had that almost that similar concept.
We're off to a great start with this one. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Okay, so I'm the one who
I
can
can see
easily
where
accept
she's coming
teenagers
from with
fighting
number
supernatural
9.
monsters while also being
I'll
reincarnations
admit,
of
you know,
our
when I
from
first
long
got
time
into
ago in a
anime,
galaxy not
I
too
loved
far away.
Evangelion, but I know if I
I
watch
heard
it
that it
now,
would take.
I'm gonna
Also
hate
the
it.
one who can accept the young boy growing up to be one of the strongest fighters in the galaxy while also being a complete idiot. What I can't accept is a plot consisting of
Get
the
in the
world
goddamn
utter
ever,
chaos
Shinji.
from alien monsters desiring to destroy all of mankind, and the only hope they have are gigantic robot fighting machines piloted by angsty teenagers. I know this has been deemed as one of the greatest anime
That's
of
one of the
all
reasons why
time,
I'm not gonna
but
like
that
the anime
doesn't
if I
mean
go
have
back to
to
watch it.
like
I'm not gonna
Hell, I
like
only watched anime
Shinji
series from an
or
anime trade I made with a friend.
Asuka's
I had to watch
Asuka's
Evangelion,
character
and he
throughout
had to
the
watch
throughout the
Free Tier.
series.
Yeah, Mike, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry. That was a dick move on my end because now I realize what I made you watch. So, dude, I'm sorry. Okay, moving on. I love the animation, the opening and ending credits, and some of the adult characters. Hell, I would have watched the show if Masada was the main lead since I cared more for her than our main heroes. I've seen plenty of shows where young fighters were crafted in these fields to protect all of humanity, so I can accept youthful teams saving the day in some circumstances. But Shinji gets dropped off in the middle of nowhere only to be told by his father, who abandoned him, that he has to board a giant robot to save the world. No! There is a lot I can take in, but this is just too much for me. It's still a good series that I highly recommend, but it's not a series I could get myself into. Unlike Shinji, who has to get himself in the robot. Get in the Ava, Shinji! Number 8. K-On! So Kyoto Animation can make stellar animation and make any series look great. But for some reason,
I can understand where she's coming from. Maybe slices of life are not her thing. I personally love K-On.
But I don't know. The rest of the show was just boring to me. It looks nice. Really nice. I just don't know why I couldn't get into it. The melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya had so much charm and energy that I found myself fully invested. Lucky Star made me laugh on several occasions, and I continue to watch the series over and over again.
I can kind of understand where she's coming from. I mean, K-On, it's not as funny as Lucky Stars. The stories are not as interesting as Lucky Stars. The scenarios that they are in are not as interesting as other slices of life anime. When it comes to slices of life anime, even though I really do enjoy this one, I would probably say this might be one of the more weaker ones compared to, say, Azumanga Daioh and Lucky Star and other slices of life anime. This is still a good slice of life anime nonetheless, but I'm just saying that there are much better slices of life anime that you could watch instead.
Crayon Shinchan. Once I heard about the story and saw the animation, I gave it a pass. It wasn't just the animation that turned me off, though. Back in my Wonder Bread
I've
days,
always been. I haven't seen a lot of Shin-Chan, but the little bits of pieces I've seen of Shin-Chan, I personally like it. Like I owned the first season or two of Shin-Chan.
That's how protective she was. So shows like South Park, Beavis and Butthead, and other profane shows were off limits to me. The show this obscene and distasteful was off limits for me as well. I didn't want to disrespect my mom at the time, so any show that seemed too immature and distasteful were automatic turnaways for me as a child. Nowadays, I
can see where she's coming from.
Hell, one of my favorite anime titles is Penny and Stocking with Garter Belt. I hold a no-shame policy and flourish in the world of potty mouths and dark humor. But at this time, it may be a while before I give this show another chance. Number 6. Pokemon vs. Pokemon. Fun! Cards vs. cards. Fun!
Where's she going with this?
Sure, that could be fun. Demon puppets. Zatch Bell. Story of a young man forced into a world similar to Duel Monsters. Well,
I grew up watching little bits and pieces of Zatch Bell, and even though I haven't seen all the episodes, I really enjoyed the little bits I've seen of Zatch Bell.
Other demon babies find a master.
Just recently, I just found the Zatch Bell game for the GameCube.
The next ruler of the demon world. I don't care. I really don't. After watching a lot of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, I just got tired of all these dueling shows, and this anime just killed
I can see where she's coming from. This probably came at a bad time for her, so she wanted to stray away from that. I think if she would have watched it, you know, when she was a little bit younger, she might have gotten more into it, but I don't know.
But other than that, this show just didn't ring any bells for me. Puns! I'm punny. Number 5.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
XL Saga.
Yes!
My husband loves this show
Yes!
and really wanted me to watch
Thank
it.
you!
I was highly interested
Thank
after watching
you,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Robyn.
A lot and
Thank
felt
you.
I could actually give the show a chance. But in the end,
I cannot watch one episode of this series. I swear my head would explode if I tried to watch the first episode. That's how crazy this anime is. The anime was so bad, was so WTF and crazy that Japan had to ban the finale because it was so crazy and bad and WTF. I don't get how anybody can get into her. I don't get it. She's way too over the top.
XL ruined my experience. She's supposed to be the heart of the show and the comedy core of it all. I just thought she was super annoying.
The spin of Puni Puni Poemi is just as bad.
I think there was just too much of her.
I hope Robyn does not know of Puni Puni Poemi.
The plot was actually engaging. The story of a young girl swearing her loyalties to a strange
It's pretty much that Cell Saga, but with a lot more fan
service. Instead of a typical loyal
service.
servant, we get a hyper fangirl. The idea sounds hilarious, but she's just annoying to me. If I ever wanted to watch anything from this brilliant director, Shinichiro Watanabe, I'd instead watch Nerima Daikon Brothers. It's a show full of over-the-top nonsense.
Or you can watch The Wallflower. The Wallflower is just as good in my opinion. I need to get to that musical anime series.
Here and there, it was Our Leading Lady who turned me away.
I don't mind musicals.
Okay, this scene still cracks me up though.
I'm not kidding.
Number 4.
I would probably do that to her each time I saw
Snow White
her.
with the red hair. While a lot of people find this anime charming, I find it bland and boring.
I agree with her on this. I've only seen like the first like 2 or 3 episodes, and I just couldn't get into it at all.
Well, she starts off as a well-known you-know-what to her local town. Unfortunately, a scummy prince notices her beauty and demands to make her one of his concubines. Of course. Not wanting to give up her freedom, she cuts her long hair and leaves her life behind in order to start a new one somewhere else. With the help of a charming prince named Zen, of course he's a prince, and his friendly aides, Shiryuki sets her sights on pursuing a career as the court herbalist in Zen's country, Clarence. While the audience admires Shiryuki's independence and spirit, I was not impressed with the story. Everything was set to make her a strong, independent woman with a bunch of scumbags set out to ruin her life, or even mess with Zen by abusing her. It's funny how this is named Snow White when it's more like Disney's Beauty and the Beast. The people are curious about Shiryuki and wonder how she can be so independent, while her Prince Charming takes a liking to her, which sets in the standard moral, be yourself and you can live happily ever after yourself. Sure, she's different and not like any other girl, but even she can attract Prince Charming's attention.
And you can too.
Boys to achieve.
I'm sorry, but I've seen this story before. And I know stories are bound to repeat themselves, but they need to do something different to the story to grab people's attention, or they'll eventually be forgotten. This was the case for me with this story, so even though it's a beloved series for some, I really don't care for it. Number 3. Air. Yes, another tear-jerking anime that everyone around me praised and adored. I tried so hard to avoid it for a while. I didn't want to watch an anime to cry. I didn't want that for my anime. But I started to watch the series.
I've seen this anime around 5 to 6 months ago, and I personally enjoyed this anime, although it was really confusing. Like, I think I would understand the story better if I played the visual novels instead of, and then watch the anime first, because there were some parts in these animes that got really confusing to me. I enjoyed a good majority of it, but you know, some of the stuff like the crow and everything I couldn't get into. I also didn't like the whole backstory from they did the second story from like I don't know like how long ago it was, but it was like they were trying to tell this tragic love story. I just couldn't get into that side of the anime at all.
Was ridiculous. They went over the top dramatical with this death scene, and I am a horrible person because I found myself laughing at how ridiculous it was. Yes, I have issues, and I'm a very cynical person, but the point remains. I never
It's okay, Robyn. It's okay, Robyn. I've also had that fair moments where I laughed when I shouldn't have laughed.
Number 2.
I mean, I did. I'll bring that up later.
Plastic memories. Remember this scene from our Sword Art Online review? On a scale of unnecessary tier baits, Sword Art Online 2 almost reached plastic memories unnecessary. Well, some of you
I've never heard of this anime.
Wanted me to explain how I could hate this show.
Okay.
Well, hopefully I can explain.
Sorry, that's what I was saying. I've also had that moment where, you know, laughing when I shouldn't have. There was an episode, there's a blind reaction of the cartoon series My Little Pony Friendship is Magic that I did a blind reaction to that, you know, it was like focused on Rainbow Dash and Tank and everything, and Tank was going into hibernation, and Rainbow Dash didn't want to accept it, and at the end of the episode, she breaks down. If you go back and watch my blind reaction to that, I was trying hard to hold back my laughter through that, even though this was like a serious moment for Rainbow Dash and everything.
But this one gave me a headache. Every single time the company has to go and collect the old units, only ends in tears for the owners. Plus, it doesn't help when you can predict the entire ending of the show when our main lead is hooked up with a gifty assistant who's almost reaching her expiring date. Well, gee, I wonder what's going to happen to them. And wouldn't you know it, without spoiling anything, I was right. The whole setup was so predictable and downright insulting that I knew exactly what was going to happen. And to make things worse, every time I tell this story to someone else, each and every one of them make the exact same comment.
Wait, that's the plot?
Yep.
Huh. Why don't they just transfer the memories to another unit? I mean, we do the same thing with computers today, right?
And there you go! That one idea that a lot of people share ruins the show for a lot of people. It's a trap.
If I watched the anime series, I probably would have that exact. I would probably say the exact same thing.
Not rammed into your face while still
No, probably not gonna watch it. It doesn't look that interesting to me personally.
What some of you say, I can never like this show, and I seriously want to wipe this entire series from my own memories. Now to briefly go over my honorable mentions. Rosange. I cannot stand the characters, and the whole scene where the princess got violated during her interrogation rubbed me the wrong way. No pun intended.
What?
Dear S. Definitely Peach Pit's weakest
She got
work
violated?
as a screamed alien version of Chubits. It's honestly the same plot to me. Hino's journey. I pushed myself to see what was so great about the show, but I honestly got
I personally enjoyed this anime.
That's pretty much it. Mob Psycho. Everyone else on my team loves this show, and while I admire the animation, I just don't really like the story. I know this
Isn't
show
this like the prequel to like Mob Psycho 100 or something along those lines?
The Disastrous Life of Psyche K. Just what I wanted to see. A gifted student with psychic powers
Never heard of it.
Struggling with first world problems. Clannad. You already know why.
Yeah.
Sword Art Online. Again, you already know why.
Yeah.
If any of you new people don't know why, just click on the links down below to watch both my reviews for
I
them.
hope, I kind of hope Vampire Knight is not number one. I mean, if it is number one, I get where she's coming from, but if she's gonna like do the whole, you know, not at Clannad because she bought this up before, and then, you know, then why not do that the same thing with Vampire Knight?
Here we go. Attack on Titan. No, seriously. I choose not to watch the show because it's honestly not my thing. I liked it at first and still highly recommend it, but you won't see me getting all fangirly over season 2, mainly because I'm really not interested in it anymore.
Understandable. I'm not the biggest
everyone
Attack on
likes,
Titan
but I
fan. I
don't,
like
is-
it, but it's not this amazing enemy that some people make it out to
number one
be.
because of the general reaction I get from people. I'm curious to see how you'll react. Just let me explain why, as I announced
Why do
the
I have the
title.
feeling that's Cowboy Bebop?
Digimon. So, where do
Whoa.
I start? Well, around the late 90s, there
Interesting.
was a war.
This ought to be
A
good.
war between two of the biggest shows on different networks, Pokemon on Kids WB and Digimon for Fox Kids. Both had really strong fan bases, but it seemed at the time Pokemon
I
had the
hated
bigger
Digimon as a
marketing
kid.
push.
As a kid, I
Nonetheless, you
never
either loved
even
Pokemon
gave
or you
Digimon a
loved
chance.
Digimon,
I just
or
thought
you
it's
were
a great,
hardcore
as a
anime
just
fan
full
loved both
Pokemon
anyways.
ripoff and
Considering how we did a
just
full
ended
month
it right
celebrating
there.
one of these shows last year, you could tell which side I was on. I loved Pokemon. I loved
I
playing
was
the
on the
games,
same
watching
side,
the show,
Robyn.
and
I was
collecting all the
exactly
cards.
on the
When I
same
heard about
side. I wanted
Digimon, I really
nothing
didn't give it a chance
to do with
since.
Digimon.
Honestly,
That eventually changed when I got older.
I honestly thought Digimon was a cheap rip-off of Pokemon. Yes, I was a dumbass kid with severe bias issues. What of it? But I wasn't the only one who really
Hey,
thought that.
hey, we're
I did
all
watch the
biased
show for a
in
bit, but
we're
I
all
just ran
biased
back
in
to
some
my
ways,
Pokemon
Robyn.
episodes
It's
and
not a
did
bad
diss
thing to be
Digimon ever
biased.
since.
We're
Now
all
that I'm
we're all
older and
biased
have to
in
be
some
fair
ways
with every anime
towards
title, I know
something.
now that Digimon is a thing of its own. Sure, the two shows were somewhat similar with their setup and titles, but they each present their elements in different formats. I don't diss the show anymore and have since then talked about it in some of our videos, but I still haven't really watched all of the episodes, and quite frankly, I don't
My
really
personal
plan to do
favorite
so
season
anytime soon.
after
With that said,
my personal
you all
favorite
know
season
by
is probably
now,
season 4.
Digimon is a
Season
show
1
everyone
would
around me
probably be
loves,
second place.
but I really don't.
Season 2 would probably be third. Season 3 would be fourth, and then the fifth season
Hopefully I haven't
would
lost
be
many
dead
new
last.
subscribers out there.
I know
I'm just
about
merely
Digimon
addressing the
Crosswords, but I
question
haven't
that
seen
has
all of
plagued
it,
some
so I
your
can't
minds for a
say.
while. If anything, I'm interested to see what you guys don't really like, but everyone around you does. Leave a comment down below and let's chat about it.
I already brought up my
If I
anime.
get out of
High
this room.
scored the boobs. I mean dead.
Do we have a key to this room? No, I don't even close all those doors. Is there a button? Hello? Hello? Right. Any signal in here? No, of course not. Nah, where's Sumi when you need him? I'm sure you pull a Bugs Bunny on me somehow. Pop up right on the floor. You do that. Oh, it is a padded room. Maybe I'll take a nap. Oh, hey, you're still here. Thank you for watching the entire video. If you wish to keep up with the latest updates on Anime America, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even Tumblr. This is the best way to support our channel for free. But if you wish to support us financially, be sure to check out our Patreon page, our posters on Store Envy, and our t-shirts on Teespring. If you like what you see on this channel, be sure to like this video and subscribe to Anime America. We also have a sister channel called Pop Spectrum where we review everything in pop culture. Thanks again for watching, and stay tuned to Anime America.
And that is all I have to say for this video. I will see you all for the top 10 anime musicals blind reaction from Anime America. Till next time.